What's going on, everyone? It's Greg back with some more A3 Still Alive. And today I want to take like some time to do a quick beginner's kind of quick tip on experience. And I want to go ahead and preface this by saying, I'm not a veteran of the game. I did play for about a week before the patch came out. I did experience the leveling and stuff like that, but I'm not an expert. So what did I do? I reached out to some folks on the Discord, and I've been talking to some veteran players, probably one more so in particularly than any others. And he's giving me some, tips and tricks and advice in terms of what to do. And so I want to go ahead and go over what you should be doing to start growing your character from level 160 if you choose to be free to play, or level 190 if you choose to invest in a $27 package. And it's pretty much similar either way. So let's just go ahead and talk about like number one thing you're going to want to do is you want to progress through your storyline. You should always go through there until you get stuck. There's a lot of good XP along the way. That's how I did most of my leveling from 190 to like 194. And I just kind of stopped and started doing some region quests. I'll go over that in a second. But the main quest will get you a lot of experience, and you got to keep progressing through that anyway. So definitely keep going through your main quest. And if you get stuck, then you take a break, do some other stuff, build up your power a little bit, and so you can beat whatever section you got stuck on. Now, what I did know before this update is when I was doing the little fast passes, I always got stuck on some kind of boss, and I would have to manually control it and run around and kite it and things like that. I haven't encountered that per se here yet, but I don't know what the experience is from 160. It could be something you guys encounter. If you do, you might have to just take some manual control, move around, make sure you stay alive, do some dodges, and sometimes you might take a couple tries to get through a certain section. But overall, they give us some pretty good gear to start out with to continue progression. Now, the other thing you want to do is your region quests. So if I go to quests and region quests, if you're starting out on 190, you'll actually be in Tuwaki, but you can still go back and do missions in Leska and honestly all throughout. Like, you should go through and see maybe some of the stuff you would want from other maps, and eventually do these like one-off quests, because they all might give you some different little things, and plus you still need this experience for the apostle as well. So that's another thing. Like, I don't want to go too much into that now, but that experience is important as well. You want to level that up. But let's go ahead and go over the main points here. I haven't looked through all of the maps. I think there's a few. So let's look at Saldir, right? Because if you're 160, you can look back at Saldir and you can see some missions here that'll give you like 1.1 billion experience, 1.3 billion experience, and these of course will give you gems too. Now, you got to kill a lot of mobs for these, and you got to understand it's not always just what's written here. There's multiple parts to some of these, so it could take you a while. You might want to do it with a party, but if you go back to the previous map, then these shouldn't be too bad. But you definitely at some point want to go back and get all these free gems, right? So, but the important thing is there's these quests that have billions of experience, right? They're just sitting there ready to be done and give you that experience. Some of them are actually quite easy, but some of them do take a while. Now, one thing you want to look for here is like, okay, you're already 160, but if you weren't, they have these repeatable quests, right? That also give billions of experience. So let's take a look. If you're 160 on Leska, then you do have a lot of missions here, and I already completed a lot of them. So let me go ahead and show you. So I completed these ones as like 15 billion, 15 billion, 11 billion, 8 billion. But if you're in Leska, you're 160. I would not do these until you max out of the repeatable quest. So you see this repeatable quest here is 9.1 billion experience. So you can repeat this over and over, right? Now, I'm going to say I haven't done it yet, so I don't know 100% if it gives you 9.1 billion each time, or if that's just like a first time thing. I don't know how that works, but based on what I'm seeing, I'm like, wait, is that looks like it'll give you that each time. Now, I don't know what the prerequisites are on this, so you guys need to check this out yourself, right? So I would just say before investing in these other one-offs, because you can use those after you hit level 179, see if you can milk these repeatable quests to get to 179, right? So first, you milk your first one. I don't know if this one's locked behind this one. It probably is. So you probably can't do this one until you hit 170. But you milk these until you hit those levels, And then once you don't have any more repeatables that you can do for experience, you come through and do these one-offs, and that'll, you know, help boost you the rest of the way. Now, between those and the main quest, I think you can get to 190. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that's the case. But either way, like, this is the best route you want to go. And then ultimately, you know, once I figure out more about farming mobs, like I heard is best in parties, if I figure that out a little bit more, I will make a separate video on that. Now, if you're 190 like me, I really was progressing through the main quest. Then I went back and I went ahead and knocked out these quests right here that I already talked about. You know, you can't do the repeatable ones because you're too high level. Back on Tuaki, there's some stuff that's locked, and you just gotta keep going through the main quest, right? You go through the main quest, you reach your fame, and I think there's some here. Yeah, so we got some 6.7 billion, 8.6 billion. I haven't even got to those yet. And right now, oh, you got 12 billion, 14 billion, 1 billion. So we got a decent chunk of billion ones in Tuaki. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Now let's see if we have any repeatables we can use. I don't see any repeatables at this point that we can use. I don't know if I'm missing anything, but you guys should definitely check out all the, you know, requests and quests and work on those for your experience. And then once you ran all that out, then of course you're gonna have to farm mobs. And I don't know the best method for that yet. So I'm trying to get that information together. And first and foremost, I want to see if I reach 200. So if I can reach 200 by doing mainly quests and stuff, then I will put that, I'll probably comment on the video and put that as a pin, so you know that, hey, this is the route to go. If it isn't either way, I will let you guys know what I ended up doing to finish. You know, if you're looking at this video, you know, week or two down the road. I don't know exactly how long it takes to get to 200. I went from 190 to 196 in like 2 days. So I'm assuming at some point I would run out of quests, but I don't know if there is enough to actually get me to 200, but we'll have to see. So I hope that helps you guys. If it does, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.